This tablet in my hand, like almost everything produced, is the product of global networks of extraction and exploitation, from the mining of so-called conflict minerals in the DRC for its electronic components, to the assembly of its parts in notoriously harsh Chinese factories, to its transportation across the world and its marketing in the global north. Each stage adds value, which flows upwards towards the imperial core, US, UK, Germany, wherever it was conceived of, and often when it was designed, places in the global north. These chains of value extraction are coordinated in the global north for the primary benefit of us in the imperial nations. And this has been a key dynamic of neoliberal capitalism, and one which has reinforced the racialized global division of labour. Global value chains are predicated on the super exploitation of low-wage labour in the global south, which is only made possible by a global racial regime which marks some people as more exploitable, more expendable than others. Cheap is another word for violent. The only way we in the global north can happily go about our business with phones and tablets and coffee and food, which is the product of exploitation and death, is because we only relate to commodities themselves, not the exploitation and death which is essential to their production. This is why for Marx we have to examine the hidden abode of production to understand the workings of capitalism rather than just the appearance of exchange on the market. But iPads aren't the only things produced violently. There is another hidden abode that is essential to capitalism, which likewise reproduces racial and gender divisions of labour, obscuring workers as people, but which is only lightly touched upon by Marx. This is the hidden abode that reproduces our very lives, the hidden abode of social reproduction. So social reproduction refers to the multiple processes by which workers and the conditions for the system as a whole are reproduced both daily and generationally. So, how do you get up every day versus how do we produce a new generation of workers? This can happen in several ways. It can refer to the immediate caring labour, which is disproportionately done by women within the household in combination with the cost of commodities consumed by workers every day to just keep them alive and able to work day after day.
Research shows there is still inequality at home, with women taking on most household responsibilities. One of the New York Times most shared articles this week is called "What Good Dads Get Away With." We like that title. It unpacks why women still handle most of the child care and chores. One study estimates it will be, listen to this, another 75 years before men do half the unpaid work at home.
But it can also refer to more public work like education or healthcare or cleaning, all of which is essential to the systemic reproduction of the working classes as a whole.